We like to think we are alone in our heads, that our thoughts, our anxieties, and our deepest dreads belong entirely to us. But we're actually surrounded. Your mind is currently sharing space with billions of alien organisms, and they have a startling amount of control over how you feel. For decades, psychology has treated the human brain as a solitary supercomputer. Take Daniel Goleman's model of emotional intelligence. He argues that our mental well-being comes down to a delicate internal balance, a negotiation between our logical thinking centers and our emotional feeling centers. If you subscribe to this model, the implication is heavy. It means that when you experience sudden, unexplainable anxiety or crushing stress, it is a software glitch. It's a personal failure of your own psychological self-regulation. But what if we're looking in the wrong place? What if that lack of emotional control isn't a psychological failure, but a physical takeover of your biology? Neurobiologist David Eagleman describes the brain very differently. He calls it a team of rivals. As Eagleman's research shows, the conscious mind does not act alone. Almost the entirety of your inner universe is foreign to you. Your brain is running countless automated alien subroutines, complex programs that operate entirely below the radar of your conscious awareness. And those subroutines are vulnerable to microscopic physical changes. A slight shift in your internal machinery can dictate whether you wake up feeling clear thinking or trapped in a state of unshakable panic. The conscious you experiencing an emotion is really just a tiny stowaway on a massive ship, taking credit for the biochemical reactions of an alien ecosystem you can't even see. To find the commanders of that ecosystem, we have to leave the skull entirely and travel down into the gut. This is where the neuronutrition research of Dr. Lisa Mosconi comes in. Your body hosts a microbiome of nearly 100 trillion bacteria. 95% of them live right in your digestive tract, a dense, aggressive ecosystem working to ensure its own survival. These bacteria have a direct line to your brain. Digesting food, they produce chemical messengers called fatty acids. Traveling up the bloodstream, they reach the blood-brain barrier. The acids physically alter the gatekeeper's permeability, forcing it open. By manipulating that gatekeeper, your gut microbes get to dictate exactly which nutrients and chemicals are allowed to cross over into your brain tissue. A microscopic ecosystem living in your stomach has successfully hacked the central command center of your nervous system. It's one thing to track fatty acids in a lab, but we need to see how this systemic breach actually changes how a person feels in real time. Dr. Mosconi points to a clinical study where a group of women consumed specific probiotic bacteria daily for a month. The goal was to deliberately alter their gut flora and observe the emotional fallout. After a month, researchers placed the women inside brain stunners and showed them a series of upsetting, emotionally triggering images. These fMRI scans track heat maps of neural activity. Women hosting probiotic bacteria remained calmer, displaying physically altered emotional responses to the exact same triggers. By tracking the limbic system, researchers saw the bacteria actively depressed the panic response. This is the proof of the hijack in action. Our human emotional reactions are being chemically steered by the microscopic organisms we host in our stomachs. Let's bring this back to Daniel Goleman's psychological model of emotional intelligence. Remember that balance between the thinking brain and the feeling brain? Mosconi's data forces us to confront a contradiction. The feeling brain isn't an independent negotiator. As these scans of the stomach suggest, our emotional center is taking its baseline operational orders directly from the digestive tract. The implication is unsettling. Your most private emotions, a sudden spike of anxiety or an unexplainable wave of sadness, may simply be the dietary demands of billions of microscopic bugs. Psychological self-regulation is an illusion if you ignore the biological entities dictating your neurochemistry. Simply understanding this level of biological determinism separates you from the vast majority of the population who are still fighting ghosts in their own heads. Hit subscribe to stay tethered to the biological evidence we're uncovering. We're moving past abstract theories to show what's physically happening inside your circuitry. Next time you feel a sudden wave of dread or suffocating panic, ask yourself who exactly is actually feeling it. You are not an autonomous human being. You are a hijacked meat vehicle being driven by passengers you can't even see.